What's happening, YouTube? Jonathan Perriente, the Education 10 here, coming at you guys with a follow-up video from before. Had to kind of speed up that last video. It was cut off. It almost ran out of time. So diving back into the last match on the card, it was the women's triple threat match. It's the first time women main evented a Wrestlemania, which was a great moment. Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Ronda Rousey. Winner take all for the Raw and SmackDown tag team titles. And, the build into the match, it was really weird. The rivalry between these three went back and forth. There were some moments that just looked dead in the water. This was originally supposed to be Becky and Ronda. It was not supposed to even include Charlotte. But Charlotte was in the match at the end. It was a good match by all three of them, which I'm not going to lie. I mean, all three of them just really work well in the ring, and there's no doubt they are the top women in this business right now. So that's definitely no doubt. But, the match had everything you wanted in it, except the finish was very controversial. Becky Lynch won the match, which I'm very happy happened. But the way she won the match was a little bit in question. She rolled up Ronda Rousey and pinned her 1, 2, 3, and it didn't look like Ronda's shoulders were down by 3. They were up before, and the referee, I guess, didn't see it. So at the end of the day, it ended very anticlimactically. And at the end of the night, Becky Lynch did win the titles, which is what everybody wanted to have happen, and I'm glad it happened. Just the way the match ended was a little question. My question is, will this rivalry continue? Did Ronda Rousey wrestle her last match for quite some time, or are we going to actually see them, maybe her and Becky have a one-on-one match? I'm very curious to see where this goes. I'm also very curious to see where this is going to lead now with Becky holding both titles. So Becky pretty much now became the undisputed women's champion. So I'm curious where this is going to end up. I'm curious now what they're going to do, because they originally were not going to have two titles on together like this, and it just doesn't... Something's going to have to change here. I don't know if they're going to either split the titles up, or I don't know. But at the end of the night, my grade for WrestleMania, when you look at it as a whole, a lot of great moments happened in this match. A lot of great moments happened in this entire event. First time women main evented WrestleMania. First time an African American won the WWE Championship. First time we've had a tag team, first time we've had women from Australia win the tag titles, being the Iconics. Both of them are from Australia. It was, it had everything you loved about, you wanted to have happen. Good matches, everybody had an equal amount of time on air. It was a nice finish for for a lot of these matches really had the ending you wanted. Does raise some questions going forward here, and I am very curious to see what the fallout from WrestleMania is going to be, and we'll get our answer for that on Monday Night Raw tomorrow. Of course, the big difference with this WrestleMania from any other than the past, no Undertaker. This is the first pay-per-view of WrestleMania in my lifetime that I did not see the Undertaker wrestle at WrestleMania. And I think, if you look at it, I know, definitely look, the Undertaker is WrestleMania. WrestleMania is not the same when Undertaker's not in it. I get it. But you know what? Sooner or later, we have to move on. We have to find someone else that can carry the company. That's how it is. You have to pass the torch. So Undertaker's legacy will always live in our hearts forever. Undertaker's legacy will never go away. As Kurt Angle wrestled his last match, both of them now are immortals. There's no doubt about it. Nobody Nobody is going to be able to duplicate what these two have done in this business, for each of them doing it for over 20 years. So now we have to see if the next generation, if somebody else in the new generation now in this business, will be able to carry this company further. Will be able to also cement their legacy as an immortal in this company, as the face of the industry. Somebody that will catapult the WWE into the next decade, the next 20 years from there, the next 30 years from there. We'll see. The pay-per-view after the Raw and SmackDown, usually after WrestleMania, we see some new storylines get created to possibly help build up for the next year's Mania. We also are going to definitely see some NXT talent graduate to the main roster. I'm curious who we're going to see tomorrow night. Are we going to see some new talent make their debut? I think we will. So this will be a very interesting moment now going forward. What will be the fate of the SmackDown and Raw women's titles? What's going to be... How long of a reign is Kofi Kingston going to have now that he's WWE Champion? The Miz and Shane McMahon rivalry, is that going to continue forward? What's going to happen with... What's going to happen with the tag titles? What's going to happen with the Intercontinental title? What's going to happen with a lot of these stories that are now in motion here? We'll get our answer to that very soon. In fact, by tonight, we'll get our answer by later today at Monday Night Raw. The fallout from WrestleMania begins. Jonathan Pariente, The Execution 10, saying bye for now.